podcast.
Hello and welcome viewers. I'm Idris. With me is
Ayushi.
And today one more time we have our guest here, Mr. Ved Vyas, who is a scientist, philosopher, mentor and a life coach. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So it's a pleasure to have you on our show one more time. Last time we had a wonderful discussion and today our topic is karma.
Good.
Right.
My favorite.
Yes, of course. So we have a few doubts about it.
Okay.
Does karma really work? Does it exist? Or what's your opinion about karma?
But before that, we would like to know, according to you, what is karma?
What is karma exactly?
Does gravity exist?
Yes, it does.
Does it work?
It works.
Same way karma. So what is karma? Is very simple. Do you remember any memory recently which is a bit intense than normal memories?
Yeah, of course, a lot of things, yes.
What is the emotion in that memory? You don't have to tell the memory, but just tell me the emotion.
It's very strong actually.
Yeah. Which emotion?
Of course, it was sad.
Sad. Okay. It's okay. Any emotion is fine.
Right.
So, is this the first time you felt that intense sadness?
Not the first time,
Not
of
the
course.
first time, right?
I mean, on and off it happens.
No.
Life is sometimes happy, sometimes sad.
It's just not regular sadness I'm speaking. That specific sadness with that specific combination of rest of the emotions. See, each sadness is different,
Right.
right?
Correct.
This particular sadness will have certain elements of, say, maybe disappointment or anger or frustration. It can be a combination that bringing to sadness.
Correct.
So check what are the different combination that is leading to the sadness, emotions, and check, is it repeating pattern or a one-time thing? What is it?
It's a good question though, but there was an incident in my life wherein lots of things happened at the same time, and that time I was really
Filter out all the incidents.
right.
Forget about this. Focus on the emotions. That particular pattern of emotions, did you feel it before?
Not that particular pattern, of course, but
That combination of emotion.
that combination, no,
Check.
not before.
Check.
I feel so. I mean, not that much.
Not at the intensity.
Okay.
I'm saying combination.
Yes, I can say yes. In that case, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But this was a different pattern, different intensity.
Intensity, yes.
Right.
So intensity is
But
vary,
things keep on happening
but
like that,
the
yes.
emotional
A lot of times, actually.
combination is same.
Combination is same, yes,
Right?
of course, yeah.
It keeps on happening. So each of these memories, whenever this happen, is holding that emotion, right? And whenever something related to that or similar to that environment is created, it gets triggered again. Does it make sense?
Yes, it makes sense, of course.
Yeah. It keeps on happening, repeating, because it's getting triggered again and again, because it has become a behavioral pattern now. Your sadness is a habit in this particular case. Okay, it's not a one-time thing. Usually what we don't like to accept that sadness is a repeating pattern. Happiness can be repeating pattern, or something else can be positive, can be repeating pattern, but negatives you want to feel it as it is one-time thing. Right? So this energy that you are holding in all these memories, because we don't like it, we are pushing it down into subconscious during this life. Okay?
Right.
Whatever we push down, it becomes a trigger. It fights back. This struggle is your struggle with karma. That energy is karmic energy. Okay? On the negative side.
Okay.
Similar things happen on the positive side.
So do you mean I might have done something bad and this thing was a consequence? Do you mean that?
No, you are repeatedly doing that. See, for example, if I got anger, I got angry because of something happened. Someone said something and I got angry. So I got triggered. And that day I was not in a particularly good mood, so it was an outburst. Now in this memory, it's a little bit intense. Then next time someone says something I don't like again, the same anger gets triggered. Why?
It was somewhere.
Yes, it is somewhere. But why is it there?
Like you said, it's karmic energy, right?
Yeah, but what is the purpose of karmic energy? Why is it designed that way?
That's what we want to know from you.
Yeah. It's very simple.
Yeah.
See, I got angry because I wasn't able to accept something.
Hmm.
I rejected it. Because someone said something I don't like. Don't like means rejection, in a sense.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Right?
Yes, right.
What would have happened if I had accepted?
Maybe things would have been different.
Different,
Right.
right? And why didn't I accept it?
I didn't like it somewhere.
Why didn't I like it?
It didn't match my energy or somewhere,
Okay, so?
I didn't accept it in a way like this was something against my thought process or something.
No,
XYZ.
but
Yeah.
go deeper. Why should it create that negative emotion?
Maybe it affected me somewhere.
Yes, exactly. Why did it affect?
Maybe
What is that effect?
The thing is,
Go
there
deeper.
could be lots of things actually why I was sad at a particular point of time. I mean, that sad.
And that's it's not about intensity again.
Right. Yeah.
Now go
But-
beyond sadness and ask yourself a question. This situation, what is it making me feel like? Not in the emotion sense,
Hmm.
in the sense of the being. What is my identity? How is it getting affected? See, there is a difference between emotion and identity.
Hmm.
What is the effect on my identity that created sadness? What kind of person am I? If this is happening, that's making me sad. You understand the question?
Yes, I got it.
So what is that?
Well, it was more related to external factors, as in like environment.
Forget about external is a trigger.
Hmm.
Go deeper and ask yourself this question. What is this making look like?
Yeah, of course, it's not good.
Go deeper and get the exact word that are more closer to the exactness. Now, what is not good mean?
Yeah, if I'm angry, if I'm not, in a good mood, definitely it reflects on my
So-
face, on my overall aura.
Yeah, but what is it reflecting on you? I'm not speaking about your facial expressions, how you act. These are all secondary. I'm asking the fundamental. Go deeper. Don't try to answer it just what comes to mind, but really check. I'm sad because this is making me look this way.
Hmm.
You
Deep
can just
inside.
close your
What
eyes
is
for a second and
I think
do
I'll
that.
take some time to answer this,
Okay,
if that's okay.
sure. Take your time.
Yeah.
So, for example, someone didn't like it because it made them feel weak.
Hmm.
Okay, and every time this happens, they don't like being weak. They project themselves to be strong, but in fact, the projection is also result with overcompensation for that self-judgment of being weak. Inside, then they are afraid that they are weak.
Hmm.
They might or might not be weak, but there's fear of weakness, and that's enough to trigger.
Got it.
Okay. So what happens if a person is afraid of being weak? They'll get angry,
Hmm. They will react.
react, they'll be sad, and all these nonsense happens. So what is the lesson for this person?
He needs to be strong.
He needs to accept that he is strong.
Hmm.
It's not the acceptance of the other person. He's rejecting himself.
The acceptance should come from our inner self.
Yes. So the moment that acceptance comes, the lesson is learnt. The karma has no purpose. Karma is showing us how we are rejecting ourselves.
Hmm.
At the energy level, at the fundamental identity level, we have not accepted ourselves as we are. That is the most difficult thing.
Hmm.
Because to accept myself as a weak person is not acceptable.
Mhm.
That's the biggest problem. So at the fundamental, karma is trying to teach us that you need to accept that you are strong. It's not that you need to learn to be strong. You have just cut off yourself from the source of, like, say, I want light, but I'll sit in a dark room.
Hmm.
You are cutting yourself off from the source of light,
Sitting in a dark room.
sitting in a dark room,
and,
and saying, I
expecting, yes.
want light. All you have to do is step out of the door into the sunlight.
Hmm.
There is strength everywhere. In our own memories, there is a lot of strength.
Yes.
Just like there is fear, there is also strength and love, and everything is there.
Everything is there.
We can tap it and accept it and be part of it. But we choose to be in the darkness because fear is something that won't allow us to step outside the door. So karma is a process that will make your life painful enough that you'll step out of the door. So either you step out the door or increase your rejection. It will give only you two choices. If you increase your rejection, you'll keep on building up sequence. It becomes so much that it becomes suffocating, or it becomes whatever intense emotion, too sad, too suffocating, too frustrating,
or maybe too angry,
tormented, or
right.
whatever, rage. Okay, but finally there comes a point when the person breaks down, and then probably he'll learn. So karma is something that won't allow you to remain in self-rejection. It will keep on pushing you because that is designed that way. So it takes up the energy from your own emotions. Whatever you reject, it takes that and keeps popping it up again and again and again and again.
Got it.
If you don't cover it in this life, it will come back in the next life to teach you.
Why does it take so long sometimes?
It doesn't take long if you choose to step out the door.
Is it?
Just that you're scared.
And one more question I have here is like, are there any different types of karma? Can we segregate it?
Like?
Our past things, what might we have done, good or bad, that might affect our present life. And some things, immediate karma, something good I did, something bad I did, it might, bounce back immediately. Or maybe something, as you said, next life. So can we divide it in 3 categories in that way?
In Indian philosophy, they have actually.
Is it?
So there is something called Sanchita karma, and these are different words they use.
Wow.
Basically, it means that the karma that you have done in this life, karma that you have carried from the past life that you are going to address in this life. And there is some karma that is too much for you to address in this life. So you choose not to address it. So these are 3 kinds of karma they speak about.
Okay.
But what is more relevant is how is this karma working at the energy level? Why is it there? It's really trying to teach us. So if we choose to accept ours, all spirituality is knowing who am I. What is that who am I? Who am I when I step out of the door? Is who am I? That's it. That means overcoming our fears.
Right.
To look at ourselves and realize how beautiful, how strong, and how powerful I am.
Wonderful.
Right?
And one more thing here, like let's say I prepared myself to fight for this and I fail again. What do I do?
What do you mean by fight?
You said let's step out and know ourselves, right? I tried, but I failed. How do I deal with that?
You didn't try.
I'm just giving an example, hypothetical.
It's very simple. There are 2 things that are required, fundamental requirements for you to step out of the door. One is acceptance. Basic fundamental acceptance that I am in darkness. That this fear is my darkness. This is my dark room. So do I accept that I have this fear? So if I have accepted even that level, then there is scope of stepping out. Otherwise I am fighting that fact itself that I am in the darkness. I don't want to accept that I have fear. Then you are fighting, that's a lost case. Okay? So you only fight because you don't want to accept. If there is acceptance, there is no fighting. Right? Next step is, after acceptance, releasing of the darkness. So you have to walk out of the door, means you have to get to the door. So that depends upon how far you are from the door, how big cavern you have built, how much energy you have stored in it. The moment you accept it, you start tolerating it. Do you understand tolerance?
Yes.
Instead of rejection, you are okay with that pain. Normally we reject pain. Like for example, I am sad, I don't like being sad, so I reject sadness, and it makes me more sad. When I'm afraid, I don't like being scared, so I reject fear, and it makes me more afraid. But when I am accepting that it's okay to be afraid, when I'm accepting it's okay to be in this pain, I'm opening that channel so that that energy can flow out. As the energy flows out, this huge cavern suddenly slowly becomes smaller, smaller, small room. And there will come a day when it is so small that stepping out is very easy. Okay? So this is a quantification of karma.
Right.
It's not from childhood you have so many times repeated that pattern of sadness that you have a lot of energy there. Maybe we don't know, in past lives also you have built up that energy. So all this energy needs to be addressed in some way or other. And if that is addressed, then stepping out of the room is very easy. So there is nothing like trying and failing. You have to understand the process of stepping out of the room.
Right. So how do we learn that?
These are 2 steps.
Okay.
Accept and tolerate. And do anapana. It releases.
There's a lot to discuss, but I think time won't allow us today. So thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure to have you on our show. And we'll further discuss. We have a lot of questions. The process is a long process actually. We'll definitely discuss in future episodes.
Right.
So thank you so much for joining us today.